We are going to talk about some ticket prices here, but before we do that, I want you guys to say goodbye to Busted Brackets because FanDuel lets you bet on every game of the tournament. Whether you're betting on a big upset or a one seed, it's time to go dancing on America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins. That's $200 to use on point spreads, money lines. You can even pick who's going to win it all. You guys just have to visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to bet on college hoops until they cut down the nets.
All right, guys. We're going to spend a few minutes here on ticket prices. Let's get the info
I got three
here.
graphics here for you, Bull. If you want to read this first one here, Steve, we can take 164 full.
So the Browns the other day announcing they've raised ticket prices. And I got to tell you, listen, every team has the right. They can do whatever they want. The Browns are not unique. The Browns, I believe, have cheaper tickets than most teams in the NFL, which makes sense because the average salary in Cleveland is less than
a lot of other cities.
Than most other cities, big cities. Here we go. Browns fans may purchase season tickets, blah, blah, blah. Price starting as low as $65 per game, okay? Which marks, and the 65, first of all, it's $65 a game. And they go on to show the rest because I don't want to talk about people buying tickets. Nearly 85% of club level seats, just about 40% of the lower bowl, are increasing no more than $20 per game. First of all, $20 per game for most people is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because most people don't buy one ticket, you have two or you have four. And I know what other people would say. Well, if you can't afford it, don't go to the games. Well, that's true. Ultimately, you can't. But Earl and I were having this conversation earlier today. As the only, besides Mike, the only person here that's not from Northeast Ohio, and as I've been here a long time, the sports teams in Cleveland, and especially the Browns, are part of who you are as being someone from Northeast Ohio. Is that fair to say?
I agree.
It's part of your DNA, I feel like.
Yeah.
More than any place I've ever been, certainly more than New York. And New York's a great sports town, but it's different, Mike.
Way different.
It's not in the blood. It is for some people. But when I was living in New York, I met tons of people who didn't give a rat's ass about sports.
I mean, there's just so many people in New York that you're going to find people who don't care. Nobody doesn't care in Cleveland.
I am not exaggerating.
The percentage of people who don't care in Cleveland, less than 2%.
I am not exaggerating. I've lived here almost 13 years. I will probably live the rest of my life here. And I have met about 5 people in 13 years that didn't like sports. And when I met those 5 people, I was stunned.
It's like seeing an alien.
You're from Cleveland? You don't like sports? How is that possible? That happened all the time in New York. I knew a lot of people. I never met a girl. I met one girl in my entire life in New York that liked sports that I knew.
That's crazy.
Here, every woman I meet likes sports. Everyone.
They be at the Muni a lot. They be tough.
I was in the WKYC elevator because I was going up to your office earlier. I get in here from the basement. First floor, the door opens. A woman who works at WKYC. I don't think she's on air. I don't know who she is, but she recognized me. She gets in the elevator. She's like, "Hi." I'm like, "Hi." And then she was quiet for a second, and she goes, "What do you think about Joe Flacco?" And I'm like, "That's not happening in other places."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's why
everybody loves sports.
Cleveland special.
And so, you could say, and circling it back, I didn't mean to go on so much of a ramble, but circling back, you could say, well, if you can't afford it, you can't go. For some people in this town,
it's everything.
It's everything to be able to go see their Browns in person. And so every dollar you raise, I don't care what they raise on the best seats in the house. I don't care what they raise on the suites. But the people up in the upper deck who work their asses off in factories and offices or
whatever it is. It doesn't even matter. Whatever it is.
Regular people making a traditional salary. $5, even $5 a ticket is a lot of money. $20 a ticket is a ton of money. Let those people be. The suite holders, charge them $1 million. I don't care.
I think I'll be interested to figure this out. I actually think the Browns are like, things that they put syntax on, right? The Browns of the NFL, I think they've already had economists and people crunch the numbers, and they go back to the owners and say, they're going to show up regardless.
That's true.
There's
That's it.
There's a 4-year wait list for Brown season tickets right now.
You're right, and that's why they can get away with it.
Yeah.
What we don't is there are people who are going to lose tickets who just can't afford that extra money.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
And someone else will pay for it.
It's a business.
And then
I
it'll
get it.
roll over to the people that has been on the wait list that want to get them, right?
That can afford it.
And you know, when you talk about, you know, there's a certain things that when you talk about as part of who you are, man, people talk about, listen, the first thing they do, you know, you've been on the radio. Bull, first time caller, long time listener. Joe from Parma. I've been a Browns season ticket holder since 1976.
100%.
I
never got that call in New York. Now, I wasn't working full time, but I worked part time there for 5 years. I don't think I ever got that call. I got that call a million times. You got it a million times on the weekend.
But that is a stamp. So that means the first thing, this is my resume.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me nothing because I've been here since so and so and so.
Yeah.
So some people ain't never given. Some people, you know, pass them down to their kids. They be like, yo, there's a guy. Shout out to my man in North Vegas, man. He says, he goes, I told my kids, if you're not Browns fans, you're not in the will. Straight, dead serious. And North Vegas, he's like, no, I'm not playing. I'm not joking. I told them what it was. Like, I'm in Vegas. He's like, I got to call up these people. The crazy thing is, and there's a lot of cities like this, the NFL, this is why the salary cap is basically non-existent. There is nothing because people, we saw Earl's cousin. Earl's cousin was at the Muni lot. He said, man, I've been down here since 1999, bro. I ain't going nowhere. These folks will still keep coming. Now, I hope the Haslam's don't be gouging no prices. Like, I'm with you. If it comes to like the corporate people and the box people, make them pay.
Yeah.
We go at $5 for the nosebleeds, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
And
will
again,
say-
it's a business. I understand.
It is,
He has the right to do whatever he wants, but I hope they consider the rank and file people in the upper deck that every dollar matters to.
Browns fans and people in Cleveland, their affiliation with the Browns is a part of who they are. You nailed it. G, you go to the Muni lot, and we went almost every game this year.
Yeah, right?
The passion, the dedication, the pure dieheartedness you see from people in the Muni lot on a Sunday morning is unlike any place I've ever seen before.
And you from Texas. Texas is Texas. High school football in Texas is religious.
I'm not from Texas, but I did work in Texas.
But you from, to me, you
so-
from Texas.
But it is a cold, harsh reminder that no matter how much we as fans care about a team, they do not give a shit about you on the back end. No matter what happens. Not the Browns specifically. That is all 32 NFL teams.
Yeah, of course.
All 30 NBA teams. Every Major League Baseball team.
You didn't know how many baseball teams there were.
I think it's 30.
It's 20.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
it was still
30, yeah.
28.
No, 30.
No, 30. I don't know how many hockey teams are. Maybe
No
30,
idea.
32. No, they added one, so I think 32 now. But big picture, we care so much about these teams. On the flip side, these teams do not give a shit about us.
No, that's true.
It's a harsh reminder, but it's the reality of the situation. And Jimmy Haslam is looking to build a new stadium in Brook Park potentially.
No, he's not. He's just using that. Come on now.
What you can say he's just using
Yeah.
it. You can say it's true. Whatever you want. If he does, it's going to cost him at least $1 billion. And these prices, they raised the Muni lot last year, G.
Yep.
Raising ticket prices. Your money's going to help Jimmy pay for that.
Is the Muni lot, does that go to the city or that doesn't go to the Browns, does it?
I don't know.
I think that's a city thing.
I think that's the city.
So not
I
your
don't
Muni
think-
lot. I
yeah.
take that back. Your Muni lot raises,
Yeah.
blame the city. But these ticket prices do go to Jimmy.
Yeah.
And that's going to help him in some way, shape, or form pay for a new stadium.
I tell you
He
what,
ain't
man.
paying for it all himself.
I tell you what, you know,
And it's bullshit, by the
I
way.
will-
Let
I
me
will
clarify
say-
all that. I was saying it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I will say the Browns. I think they are, the fans did a good enough job of. The team will never go anywhere. Like, I think they're entrenched. It's not the same as the Packers. I still don't understand how the Packers fans
It's
own
weird,
them.
yeah,
It's
I don't-
weird, strange. But I think the Browns are right behind them. You can't get rid of anything. The Browns are here forever. So at least it's good with that.